The thing that we've done the last number of games, what's been successful for us was turning teams over, playing with short field, being opportunistic on offense, special teams wise, making some plays on special teams, and today the better team won and the better team played better than us, and that's the bottom line. So hats off to them, and I think they're gonna give whoever they're playing against gonna give them a heck of a run.
Yeah, can you talk? Tomorrow came in here into this game as the guy who was, threw the ball well, but it seemed like his scrambling really hurt you guys. Is that something that caught you maybe by surprise a little bit?
Yeah, he was slippery. He was good. I mean, they schemed it up pretty well. They'd get us moving out to the outside, and then they'd have a design draw off the middle. Yeah, he was slipperier than I guess we saw on film, but they played well.
How big was it that you looked like early in the game? Ralph just talked about you didn't get any turnovers. Looked like you had a fumble. What were you close to that at all?
Yeah, I mean I had it at the bottom of the pile, but then they pulled everyone off and said that he was down, so I let go. But yeah, I was excited about that one. I thought we had it.
I think you guys probably knew coming in that they threw the ball pretty well, and they had success running the ball last week against Frostburg. Were they essentially what you thought they were, or did they do anything that was better than you saw?
No, we thought that, we knew that they would take shots. We knew that they had a height advantage on the outside with a couple of our guys, but that's nothing different than we've seen all year long from our team. We've got a 5'6" corner that plays about 6'3" out there, and there's no one better than we want to have out there, and they made plays, and I think that's the bottom line. Their quarterback, he was slippery, and he could run the football, he could throw it. We knew that the running back, we knew he was very good, very dynamic. He outran some angles that we took, and we knew they were exactly who we thought they would be. Everything from throwing the football, running it, the tempo, all of that stuff. That's a very good football team, and probably the best team that we faced all season long.
Connor, how did the conditions change as the game went on? As the rain started to come down, did it limit anything that you guys could do offensively?
I mean, the rain definitely affects you, but nothing that we've never seen before. Played in the rain last week, played in the rain earlier this season. All spring we play in the rain, so it comes down to just who was making plays, and today they're just better than us.
You wanted the rain maybe the whole game?
I don't know about that, but it definitely didn't limit us a whole lot. I mean, it's something we've been in before, but like I said, we just didn't capitalize.
Aaron, I know the loss hurts right now, but can you look back and just be very proud of what you guys did as a senior class for this program, and where you're leaving things as you graduate?
Oh, no doubt, proud of them. Since I got here 4 years ago, I just knew it was a special group of guys. Everyone seemed to buy in immediately, and then as year went by, kids started starting, kids bringing up other younger guys. Just everyone bought into the program really well, and at the end of the day, they had a successful season. But yeah, as he said, it does sting a little bit right now.
As you look back, though, you feel like you left everything on the field?
I think I did, yes. Me personally, the whole offensive line, the whole offense, everyone, we don't give up. I think it's one of the things that makes us a special team.
Go ahead. Do you guys think you would have a little more success running the ball?
I thought we would. That was something that we had emphasized, and something that a part of our formula of success was being able to run the football, get first downs, run the football. But when we fell behind, there was you needed to get more chunk plays, you needed to throw the football, need some catch and runs, and that wasn't something you were necessarily going to get when you were getting 4 or 5, even if you were getting a chunk yard, maybe 10 yards. Or something like that, a little bit different than Hopkins. They've got a home run hitter back there, so he gets a little bit of a crease and he can go distance. Our guys are they're explosive, but need a little bit more help.
Ralph, earlier in the third quarter, they went on 4th and 1, barely made it. How big was that play? And it looked like you were really lobbying for a measurement there.
Yeah, I don't understand why you wouldn't measure. It's not like it'll take 2 more minutes to bring the chains out there. At least you get the call right. You know, the officials have a job to do, and they do their job well. Yeah, I just thought that you could, well, why not measure at that point, and if it's a first, it's a first. If it's not, it's not. Just get the call right. But you know, that was a big play. But you know, our philosophy is, hey, if we come back the next play, you can't worry about that stuff. You can't control the officials, can't control the weather or anything else. You just got to play the next play. So yeah, I thought they should have measured, but they didn't. That's their call, and that's their opinion. So.
Did you try to do anything in the second half differently against tomorrow's scrambling?
We wanted to bring some pressure. We had to be a little bit more conscious of contain and make sure that we can kind of keep him in the pocket. But you know, he's a really good athlete. I mean, he can run it. He can throw it. You know, I was watching him in pregame, and he could spin the ball really good. And he's got some weapons out there.
Do you guys feel when you got there was a point when you scored in the third quarter, it was an end around or jet sweep or something, and a huge play, got it right back to 24-14. Do you feel like at that point maybe we're going to get it rolling here? And then I think they went on a long drive and scored. Yeah,
you know what? I felt that, you know, especially in the first half when we came in at halftime, there wasn't too much that were like, hey, you know, we don't like this play, let's stay away from that. You know, we were really shooting ourselves in the foot on a couple of those drives. You know, had a couple of drops and we just didn't convert on a couple of those third downs. But you know, we felt pretty good about the game plan. Felt pretty good about a couple of the adjustments we were making in the second half. So. You know, we wanted to emphasize, we kick the ball off, let's get a stop, offense gets the ball, let's make sure we put the ball in the end zone and not settle for a field goal in that situation. So, I mean, with our guys, with this senior class, the leadership that they have, they're never, ever feeling like they're out of the football game.
For you seniors, that the sense you guys had on the sideline, you're down a couple scores, that you could get back in the game, especially when you did score that touchdown? Either you guys, Hoggard or Castillo, or,
yeah, definitely.
or Connor?
We were pretty excited on the sideline after that, and just waiting to make more plays out there, but they just kept capitalizing.
Kind of the same what Connor said. You know, Coach I also said it. We never feel that we're going to lose a game. Everyone, again, just buys into the program that we have a winning program. You know, play every play. You know, leave the last play behind you and just play the next play.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, I think they went on a long drive after we scored, and we knew we had to get a stop on that one, and yeah, and we weren't able to come up with that or turn them over, and that was but we're just playing the next play.
Ralph, is the Walters kid kind of a matchup problem too, just given his speed and his size, running back number 5 there?
Yeah, speed, size, his age, his bench press, his squat, and the whole thing. Yeah, I mean he's legit. I mean he's a really good player. I don't know how many years he's been playing here, but he's a grown man, and he's yeah, like I said before, we had some things and we had him bottled. He just outran some angles, and he's a difference maker at this level.
I know it was said earlier, it's tough to step back and take a bird's eye view of the season when you just lost. But how do you feel about the way you guys bounced back, especially from week 11, winning 2 playoff games? What kind of legacy that leaves for the players to come behind you?
Yeah, I mean, that loss sucked. But I was really proud of how our senior class and the rest of the team did bounce back. And I mean, the mentality and culture of this team has always been next play, next day, next game. And to put that behind us and go and win a couple playoff games, I thought was fantastic. And I mean, I hope it erased a little bit of that game. And I'm just really proud of the team and the way we bounced back, yeah.
I mean, obviously a tough loss, as everyone's going to say, but the next week was a new season. It was postseason. That game was behind us. So as far as I'm concerned, that was just, you know, the past. And I felt a lot of the team members felt the same way, and they're just ready for week 1 playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, like both of them said, once we got over that defeat, we had bonus football in a new season, so we came out and did what we could, and it was great run.
Yeah. I mean, I think when people look back at the season, winning, beating Brockport will be something that people remember. So.
Yeah, I think beating Brockport, I think going 3 overtimes and winning that game. I think the 2 untimed downs versus Ithaca, I think those are all played. I think we all see that, and it takes a special team to continually make those plays, to put themselves in those pressure situations and come out on top continually. And this senior class, we have 24 seniors in this, 27 seniors in this senior class, 24, and 3 are going to be coming back this next year. But this is the winningest senior class in the history of RPI football. And we're talking about over 130 years of football. What they did this year in going to 2 NCAA game back-to-back years going to NCAAs, that's the first time that's ever been done in RPI history. Okay, so there's a lot of firsts with this group, and you look at the history and tradition that Hopkins had, winning 8 consecutive centennial titles and going to the NCAAs for 8 consecutive years. Yeah, those are things that you guys you don't take it for granted, but that's your expectation. Our expectation is to play the best that we possibly can every single game, every single play, and leave it all out on the field. And I think when you look at it from that perspective, there's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be sorry about. There's nothing to apologize for. This is the best group of guys that I've ever had a chance to coach. The guys at RPI, the best group of guys for every year that I've been at RPI. The best people, the best players, the best teammates. I can't say enough about their character and who they are and what they're all about, and they're going to be successes in whatever they choose to do in life.